Microphone check. Mic check. Mic check.
Hey, Paul.
Howdy.
How about I actually plug in my earphones? I will then be able to hear you a lot better, I'm quite sure.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you much better now than I put the earbuds. I put all those extra details there just for the people who haven't done this a bunch. So this is Legends in Lava? Okay.
I believe so, yes.
That's not the easiest one for me, but...
Better you than me.
Yes, I understand. I find that these courses that have a hill at the beginning kind of negate the fact that it's a points race. Unless you're in the front group over the top of that first hill, you're losing so many points in position.
Yeah, you really need to be...
Hard to make up anything.
If you don't stay connected, it's hard. At least this race, FAL points go all the way back to the last place.
Yeah. I'm glad they did that, because that's way better. Way more incentive when you're not at the front.
But that means the first ones are even more points, so you gotta stay connected if you can.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Always. Usually I can't though. So at least I have some incentive to beat the people I'm with.
Yeah. I was kind of surprised they did this course because for like 2 years there was a bug where about half the people didn't finish if the finish line was the same or near the sprint at the top of the volcano.
Weird. I don't know.
But they must have fixed it somehow.
Or they forgot.
That could be too.
Your memory could be better than theirs. Possible.
No, I'm pretty sure they must have fixed it. I mean, this
They've
is
had
like
plenty
Swift's
time
big
to.
deal. Swift would have said something to him if it was still not allowed.
Oh, it was not allowed to choose it? Or it was just... It just had problems? Last time.
Swift was telling organizers not to use it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, if you get bumped on that first hill, that's gonna be tough.
Oh, it's Deb checking in.
Hey, Deb.
Hey, Deb.
I saw the video you had, Paul, where you and Ben were in that race. So that was good. Good to see. Thanks for sending that to us. Perhaps the thing I gathered the most was holding back before that sprint in the middle of the race, and then once you're off the cobbles, boom, let it go.
Well, now,
Yeah.
getting first across the line is more important than getting fastest through. So
Okay.
Yeah. That's from
whatever
a
you want to
different
do.
era.
Yeah, back then you got a lot more points for being the fastest through.
Gotcha.
So,
Now
Yeah, but it was
everybody gets
just-
ranked. Everybody gets ranked based on the order they go through the finish line, and then
Right.
you only get at most 10 points, and only the top 5 people get them for being the fastest.
Fastest, right? Yeah. Well, boom for me means also.
Surviving.
Yes, exactly. Getting some points.
yeah, if you go through aiming for fastest across the line, then you know that wherever you got through is the best you could do. If you hang back, try to get fastest through and FAL, then you can very easily lose whatever you get. Because if you come sixth in terms of fastest through, you now just
Got
threw
zero.
away any position that you might
Gotcha.
have been able to hold.
Huh.
But back then things were
And-
different, and since I'm so heavy, I had to be careful because that downhill before the cobbles,
Right.
I could build up speed and be off the front,
Right.
and then if I was going through fastest through, I'd be in trouble because I couldn't draft anybody. Everyone
Right.
would draft me and then come around.
Yeah.
And then also now, the final is FAL. So every single time that you hit a banner, it's FAL.
Right.
So being as far forward of a group as you possibly can probably gets you more points than winning one of them and coming, fifth or
Gotcha.
sixth and the rest even. I mean, I'm going to be back at, 45th or something, but the concept still works.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it used to be that you could sprint, get FAL or fastest through in the first segment, and then drop. But here, if you get dropped, that hurts.
Yeah.
Especially since
Yeah.
the finish line comes so close after the final segment, the volcano climb.
Right.
It's essentially double points for the volcano climb.
Gotcha.
At least it's not triple points this time. Sometimes they had it where the final was double the points of the segments, and then it was like triple
Yeah.
when the finish was the same as the segments, or even close. This one being so close to the top, it'll probably be pretty much the same order. But as long as we're smart and we know to keep going until we see the
Right. Banner.
Yeah, don't stop
right.
with the volcano
You see the
banner. Wait
finish-
until you see the finish screen come up.
Finish screen, right.
yeah. So as long as we're smart and do that, then other people can not know and lose positions to us. That's okay.
Yeah, I gained like 3 spots on the herd race a couple weeks back because that happened. The Box Hill. People stopped
yeah.
the tops of Box Hill.
Yeah, I saw your post there, and when I did it, because you had done that, put that post, I didn't stop there, but I actually questioned myself, and then I went, wait a second, Paul already posted about this. I got to keep going. And then I saw 2 people stop. I don't know if they were my category or not, but. Some of these hills are hard no matter what direction you go.
Absolutely.
I find that one, if it's the steeper way, I find it just like I try to blow myself up pretty much, or I do blow myself up, like go too hard, and then on the slightly gradualer one, I find that people are able to kind of, group is able to get a little bit of draft, and sometimes that just lets people catch me or lets the group get away. It's challenging.
Because there are so many points for FAL in this race, I wouldn't be surprised to see people push the hill with the bear on it. You know, Jarvis that falls. The hill right before the first segment. Just to try and get a gap. Not saying you should do it, but watch for somebody doing that, because they might try and get away there.
Call out that free hill, if you don't mind. Like, I don't remember exactly where that is. I'm pretty sure I'll recognize it, but
I don't know, these notes don't have it. Just the top of that hill is 3.4.
and then the KOM starts at like 4 or
At
something.
4.2.
So it's probably just after 3.
Yeah. It's the one where you're coming out of the giant dead tree, and then it's a long one, and then you get up to where the bear falls out of his tree and it levels off a little bit, and there's a little bit of a kicker again to 3.4, and then it's downhill for about 500 meters.
And then it starts right, then the KOM starts right there.
Well, you go around a little corner and the KOM starts. And then that's 900 meters of fun.
900 meters, it feels like about twice that.
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone.
Hi, Kevin.
Howdy.
Yeah,
Good
hi.
morning, Kevin.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Morning here, yeah.
Almost noon, is that right?
Yeah, that's correct, yep. It's just 20 past 11 on Wednesday morning.
That must be Leanne.
Yeah.
Hey, Leanne.
Hey!
Good evening.
Oh my gosh, it's hot out.
And where are you, Leanne?
I'm in Wilmington, North Carolina, on the coast,
Okay.
by Dub. And I'm in the garage, and it's like really, probably like the humidity 90 maybe.
A little spicy.
Yeah, I might have to have my husband come out here and put the fan on.
Good thing you've got a domestique.
But I heard you've had a lot of wildfire and smoke up your way.
Yeah, more in the mountains. But they got it under control now.
Were you talking to the North Caroliners?
I was actually thinking of the Canadian.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just know.
Today we don't have any in the air here, but like most of northern Saskatchewan and Alberta seem to be wildfires. I'm sure it's not actually most, but there's an awful lot of smoke coming off there.
I know our Minnesotans and northern Michigan people on my ladder team are complaining about the Canadians ruining their air.
Canadian fires.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do it on purpose just to hurt the other ladder team. No. Oh. Somebody told their team get on Discord. I'm pretty sure they meant channel Discord, not canal. Oh, that's better. How did we do last time on the TTT? 6?
6, yeah,
so,
it was a good result.
I think that's pretty good for us, especially with the mix that we've got.
Yeah,
It's not easy to do them when you've got a mix like that.
yeah.
At least our lightest had the highest watts per kilogram. If it was the other way around, then it's almost impossible for the light people on a TPT to contribute much.
So tonight's kind of just like every man for himself, but try to get a good kind of group that's
Yeah,
your pace.
the first climb, the first segment is the first climb, so that'll probably separate people up into groups. Probably most important is to try to be as far forward of a group as you can, because if you took, top points on the first one, but ended up sitting in the second group the rest of the race, you get less points sitting in the front group the whole race.
Yeah, so I think for Debbie and I think for Deb and I, what I learned last race season, like, I was on an all-male team, and mostly there was men who were racing against, kind of like this. And because I'm so light, I really struggled at the beginning, trying to keep up. So it's hard to stay as a group at the
Absolutely.
beginning, for sure, for the smaller person.
For sure. Paul mentioned something earlier before you were on, Leanne, to keep your eyes open a little bit before KOM starts, maybe just after 3 kilometers or something. There's a little kicker, and then it goes down for a bit before the KOM starts. Because there's so many points, like so much dealing with being at the front, some people might try to push starting there.
Okay.
So
And
that
if they
can
don't-
try to get a jump on the FAL.
If they don't, it might be good for Leanne to do that, just so that you're the front of the pack for the downhill, because light people like you get dropped more in the downhill than the uphill. So if you can be on the front of the pack at the downhill, maybe. It is so hard when you're so light. It's a challenge.
Yeah.
You've
And at
both
that
done
point-
it once though,
That
right?
0.6? With that?
You have both raced with a fair bit though, right? So you're
I don't even know
familiar with going over the top of a hill and getting dropped because you're light.
You're getting dropped? Yeah, at the top? Yes.
Yeah. So you know to push through. For me,
Yeah.
I'm 61 kilograms, so not as light as you, but I'm similar sometimes. I find that if I'm off the front, as that group catches me, that's possibly even harder than if I'm just struggling to, like, if I'm right at the very back of the group.
But if
easy
you're
to
like,
fall off the back of
second
the group,
wheel,
but-
you got some draft, and then you can sag back through the group as you descend.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to be off the front, because then you don't
What I
have any
mean is,
draft.
as long as you're in the group, obviously, if you can jump out and gain an extra minute on the group and force some more splits, that's probably even better. But it just depends on where lines up when you get to the top of the hill.
Yeah.
But absolutely take whatever points you get off the first one. There's nothing guaranteed later, right?
Right. Right.
Because there's only 5 deep on fastest through. That's one that to take advantage of if the opportunity puts itself there, but there's more points available for FAL.
Yeah, sounds like those are just kind of bonus points.
Pretty much. Or for people who are a
If you're
little bit
lucky.
too strong for the group and need a little extra challenge. I don't know.
I don't know, Leanne has what,
How well we did. Sorry, what was that, Paul?
Leanne has almost, what, a 4 watt per kilogram, 20-minute power? You might be the one who needs those bonus points for being too strong, so you don't get bored.
I don't know, but I might have high watts,
good. It sounds good, but those 4.5 watts are what for you?
Yeah,
250?
that would be, yeah.
So,
I don't even know.
How long is the climb? You said it's 900 meters, but how much is that time-wise usually?
Top Cs tend to be about 140, 145. Meet about
Okay,
2.
so-
Which one's that?
2 minutes rest. And then the lava climb is longer, right? That's like
Yeah, like 7 to 8 minutes.
okay.
And where we see the power ups, that's where we're getting them, or we need to use them?
That's on my chart. That's where you're getting them.
Okay, so we just use them when we think we need them.
Yep. Use them if you need them. What did you say, Paul? Save the draft for the end if you happen to be able to.
I guess. I don't know.
But I
Yeah.
think that might only apply to Kev. Well, who knows? Who knows? Just depends where you're at when you have the power up, right?
Oh my
By
gosh,
yourself,
what
it
bike
doesn't
should I be using? I just thought of this. What bike should I be using? I've got a time trial.
Your S-Works
something
SL8 if
Aero.
you got it.
Which one?
Something like if you have the S-Works SL8, Tarmac SL8, that would probably be the best one to do.
Specialized.
Oh my god. No, I don't. I have a Canyon road bike.
Maybe.
Well, you can do that, or you can do Tron if you have it.
And I need some wheels.
Not a full disc, but whatever else is most aero.
Not zip? Not a full disc. I'll do zip.
Not a
Okay.
full disc.
If you have like the NV 7.8, that would be good.
Okay, I think I switched it.
You got a minute.
Yep.
Good luck,
I guess we'll
everybody.
find out.
Yep, have a good race,
Good
guys.
luck.
Good luck, all.
All right.
I'm going to mute. And thanks for being on, Paul.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
A big help.
We'll see about that.
If nothing else, maybe you can help us with distance markers if we need it.
I'll try.
Okay, we got 20 seconds.
Yeah, just tell us what to do.
And if you're hearing my breathing too much, you yell at me instead of them. Save their breath. Okay, 5 seconds. Bloody OTR.
They really won it right from the gate. One off the front, 2 other ones right on the front. let somebody else take a turn, Leanne.
Okay.
There you go. Doing good. Watch yourself here and stay attached. Right now we're gonna have 3 a little bit longer pushes right here. Nice. Here's number 2. Keep digging with it. Alright, now as we're coming out of the street, watch for somebody to try and make it a little spicy. They might not. Looks like the Brazilians are going to try and split things here. Get a little bit of a gap before the KOM. Let them push, but stick with it. Doing good. Watch Jarvis fall from his tree as you push up to the top of this hill. Then it's going to be downhill to the KOM. Great job, y'all. 200 meters to the start. So if you're gonna sag, get to the front. If you want to attack it, hang out where you want to be. At about 4.6, 4.7, it's going to get a little bit steeper. This first half's going to be about 4 to 5. Get ready to give a big push. At 4.6 if you got it. Fight here. Stick with them as much as you can. Nice, Ben. Nice, Cav. Keep going. Keep on pushing. 400 meters left. Halfway there. 300 meters left. Find a wheel and fight to the next one. Push up, then push up again. Every spot's a point for FAL. Ben and Kev, try and get that group in front of you before the gap forms. It's like 6 meters. Try and close that if you can. Ben, grab Kevin's wheel. You're doing great. Doing awesome, guys. Keep pushing, keep pushing. Almost there, almost there. Come on, Ben, you're almost there, almost at the top. There it is, you can see it. Right there, Ben, keep going. Nice. All right, pedal through and try to reel him in on the descent. Nice job, Leanne. Nice, Deb. Almost there, almost there. Keep going, almost there. Doing great, doing great, doing great. Nice, great job.
Catch you, Kevin.
Way to catch him, Ben. Doing great. You guys have got 2 seconds on the group behind you. If you can stay clear, that'd be awesome. But if they catch you, it's not the end of the world. You got 1.5 until you start climbing out. 7.7 is where the climb out of it starts. Doing great, guys. Alright, Ben, grab their wheels, stick with them. Nice job, Leanne. You've almost got that group in front of you. Doing great. So climb starts about 7:7. Great job, Leanne. You almost caught Rick. Stick those wheels, Ben. You're doing great. This climb goes to 8.9. The top is at 8.9. Keep working that, Ben. Keep pushing, Kevin. You almost got him. Keep pushing. Nice job, Leanne. See if you can't catch that ODZ guy in front of y'all. You're doing great. Then see if you can let them pull you up to Kevin. You're doing great. Keep pushing. Push, Kevin, push. You almost got him back. Doing great. Ben, Leanne's group is pushing up behind you. Get ready to grab a wheel when they come through. Nice catch, Kevin. All right, Ben, here comes Leanne. She's right behind you right now. Get ready to grab that group. There's 8 with you now, Ben. You're doing great. Alright, here we go down to the tunnels. Stick in the draft as best you can.
Kevin, we're gaining on you. Kevin, do you want to do a push with Leanne when we catch you?
Is the points coming up?
No.
Okay.
Well, where's the
The
point?
next point segment is 16.4. You got 6 kilometers to the next point segment. I don't know how Kevin's feeling, if he's ready, if he wants to try going over the top when you guys catch, or if he just needs to sit in.
Yeah, I'm just saving myself for the sprint.
All right.
Okay.
Striding. Just
Another
drafting
push
off
here,
the,
then another downhill.
yeah.
It looks like OTR is trying to go over the top. Or maybe he just pushed through too much, don't know.
I think so. I'm trying to keep
He's
up.
back in.
Paul, is the front all one group?
I don't see them right now, because they're in a different part of the map. Let me go see if I can find them.
They're like 25 seconds ahead.
Yeah, as far as I can tell, they're just about one big group.
Okay. So there's almost no point at all for us to pass through.
No, yeah,
Just
yeah,
place.
no. There's 21 of them all together in a big group.
And there's less of us, and
Yeah.
they're probably stronger.
Your group looks pretty rested overall. Relatively speaking. I don't mean to minimize anybody's hurting, but I see one person in your group in 170s, everyone else is 160 or below. And heart rate.
Do we go up through the dirt and then it's through the cobble?
We're going up through the dirt and then the hairpins and then down to the cobbles of the Italian villas in the sprint. Y'all have a decent sized group about 9 seconds back that's pushing, trying to catch you. If you want to stay away from them, now might be the time to push a little bit on the front. Keep that gap before
Somebody
it's
else
too
is
small.
already doing that.
Sounds good. They're averaging 2.8, you're averaging 2.9, so you're about the same. Okay, you gained a second. Doing good. bit right here is only 1%, but it sure feels draggy after a while. Just dig in and keep going. Ooh, I can see that front group. They're only 12 seconds up now. That's why Boyne's trying to bridge. Ten seconds. Doing great, guys. Ooh, now they're sensing you. They're trying to push back. Got it down to 6 though. Nice job sticking with it, y'all. The front group fell asleep, but now they know you're there. Alright, get ready for a bit of a kick around this corner. It's going to go up to about 4% for a little bit there. Alright, now we're downhill to the cobbles. Looks like one of the guys in the front group had a dropout. We just passed him. Here we go as we go into this cave. The next segment's going to start. A little over 300 meters. 26 or so seconds. Nice, Ben. Way to push. Bob's on your wheel. Keep going. Almost there. Almost there. Around this corner. 50 meters. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Stick with it. Stick with it. You got it. You got it. Nice. Nice job, Kevin. Nice, Leanne. All right, get ready for this steep kicker right here. Lots of PRs. Lots of PRs. Nice job, Deb. Almost to the downhill. Here we go. Stick in front of that guy, you got it, Deb. Doing great. Doing awesome. Alright, Dino's guy's pushing Deb. He's going to try and come around you. If he does, grab his wheel and stick to it. Let him pull you if you can. Or don't let him get around you at all. Doing great. Alright, now you're pushing harder than him. He's not keeping up with you. You're doing great, Deb. Around this corner. 200 meters left. 15 seconds. Doing great, Deb. Doing great. Keep pushing. You're gapping him. Doing great. 50 meters left. Keep pushing, Deb. Keep pushing. Don't let him get around you here. Almost there. Doing awesome. Perfect job. Nice, Ben. Keep fighting. Keep trucking along, Ben. Doing great. Alright, Leanne and Kev, see if you can't pull up to those guys in front of you. You're doing awesome. So, a little bit of a gap right here, but you guys can close it. Almost there.
What's next?
Way to close that gap. Dude, that's a great job, y'all.
What's next?
Next, we're gonna roam the volcano, then up it. We're gonna turn right and get right to it.
Holy cow. I gotta get better at recovering through a sprint.
I hear ya. But that was a great finish on that sprint, Ben. I think you were, what, 4th in your group? That was awesome. Gonna go past the climbing portal. Gonna go the flat way into the volcano, through it. There's gonna be a little bit of kicker at the end. And then we're gonna get right towards the climb.
The actual segment starts on the other side? Or here?
It's gonna start on the other side. We're gonna go through the volcano. Segment's gonna start on the other side of the volcano. At least you can get out of this rain and warm up a little bit. Not that Leanne needs it any warmer. Now we're all in Leanne's garage together, nice and hot. A little bit of a bump up here as we leave the volcano. A little bit of downhill on the other side until we hit the entrance to the climb. front group has started shedding riders. See if you can't reel them in as they fall back. One at a time is all you gotta do. One at a time as they fall back to you. Doing great, y'all. Segment starts at 20.8. Got 1 kilometer of push and then a little bit of flat before it starts to push again. Alright, chase group, you're doing awesome. Front group is shedding riders and you're reeling them in, just like you need to. You're doing great. Dig through this now. Great job, Ben. Stick with these guys. Here comes the climb. Just stick with them and keep fighting. Kilometer of push, then a little bit of break. Nice, y'all. It's going to flatten. You're going to grab a quick drink, just a quick sip, and then back into it. 200 meters of flat at 21.8. Just grab a wheel and stick with it. You're doing awesome, y'all. Keep fighting. You can see that break right there at 21.8. You're almost to it. Alright, I lied. It's 21.9. Just a little easing back. You got water handy, take a quick sip, splash yourself, and then get back into it. Top of this push, we're going to go through the volcano again. You're almost there. Nice, Leanne. Nice, Kev. Way to reel him in, Leanne. One at a time. You're doing great. Doing great, Kev. Grab Sea Rage's wheel and keep pushing. Y'all doing awesome. Alright, Ben, stick with that wheel. You're almost to the drive through the flat through the volcano. Use this downhill, roll up that other side, then you got the flat bit. See if you can't close that gap on the flat. Doing great, Ben. Doing great. Nice job, Leanne. I didn't even know you got the women's jersey for the first climb. That's awesome. Swan is at his limit. You're doing great. You're doing awesome. Keep pushing. About 23.5, 23.6, we're going to hit that bridge. It's going to flatten again. Stick with it to right there. Grab that wheel you're following and stick with it till it flattens again over the bridge. Just gotta get to the top of this rise. You can see it right there. That's where the bridge comes. Doing great. Keep pushing. Sea Rage shot his feather too soon, but you're doing great. Almost there. Keep pushing. 24.2 is your final break. 24.2 is your final easing off. Way to drag him back, Leanne. Doing great. About ready to flatten off again for the final time. Then comes the steep bit. Doing great, y'all. Doing awesome. This is where it hurts, Leanne. Push right here. This is where it gets steep. You got him right here. Push. This is the last push. Dig deep. You got him, Leanne. Doing great. You're doing awesome. Stick with Swan here. Nice. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. You're almost there. Remember, stick with it through the banner. Stick with it through the stop screen. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Nice. Keep working. Great. Awesome job, y'all. right, Kevin. Great job, Kevin.
Thank you.
All right, Ben, keep pushing. You're almost there. Carvalho wants to give up. He's hurting. You're gaining on him. You're doing awesome. Keep digging. Almost there, over the top. Over the top, and you're almost there. You're almost there. Keep pushing. Keep pushing, Ben. He's not ready for you. The guy behind you is, though. Keep pushing. Keep pushing, Ben. Awesome. Way to go, Ben. Nice. Deb, I can't find you right now, but it looked like you were fighting through it as well. Doing great.
Um, 1 kilometer from the end. I'll just keep on pushing.
Nice, you're doing great.
Keep on
Yeah, now I
pushing,
see
Dad.
ya.
Where are you?
You're doing great. You're almost there. You're gaining on C Dino, so you're doing awesome.
Keep going, Deb. Keep going, Deb. Keep steady.
Almost there.
We're gaining on Dino.
Yeah, he's hurting. He's easing back. You're doing great. It's gonna ease off for a minute right here. Just a little bit of an ease off. A couple 100 meters at 2-3%.
Stay at 3. Stay at
Doing
3.
great,
Okay,
though.
3 seconds.
Oh yeah, you're gaining on him. He's gonna crack when it gets steep.
Yeah,
You're
he
doing
is.
awesome.
He's hurting now.
Okay.
Nice work. Keep it up. Keep it up. You got it.
Gain another
You
2
got it, you're
seconds. You're
gaining
doing
on
great. Doing great.
You're reeling them right in. Good job. Good job. Just before it hits red, stand up. You got about 15 seconds. Okay, right about here. Bring up the power, and then stand up. Go, 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 Jeff. Go, go, push it, push it, push it.
Everything you got
Push
right
it.
here.
Go, 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 go. Push it all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. All the way up.
He's rolling
Go, go, go.
backwards. You
Yeah.
got him.
Go,
Go, go, go, go, go.
Keep on it, keep on it. You got him. You got him. You got him. Go, 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 go. Push it, push it, push it. Go, go, go. You got him. Go, hard, hard,
Come on,
hard,
Dad.
hard. Go, push. Go, 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 go. Go, push it all the way through. All
Doing
the way
great.
through. All the
You're
way
doing
through.
awesome, Deb.
Oh, so close.
Nice. You went from 12 to 10 to 2. You gained 10 seconds on him. That was awesome. That was a great final push.
That was an awesome final push.
Thank you so much. Paul,
Wow, that was a
you-
tough one. Great job,
you were very
Deborah.
helpful. You guys have been great. Paul, you were very helpful. And I'm happy.
Nice work. Nice work.
I'm not last. I'm happy.
Great job. That was awesome.
Excellent work, everyone.
And thanks for staying with it till the final soldier came across. Oh, now there's a downhill.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying. Yeah.
yeah. Don't quit the ride before you get to. You've earned that downhill. Just get those XP in that distance. You've earned it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well,
Whoa. Well, that was
congratulations.
tiring. Excellent. Good job, Leanne. Good job, Kevin.
Hey,
Yeah. Thanks, Paul. Thanks for the encouragement.
Yeah, that
job,
was
Deb.
really good de-essing.
Thank you, Paul. That was phenomenal.
it's so much more fun with friends.
Absolutely.
Absolutely wonderful.
I'm 10th out of 25 on the QOM.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. But I don't know what that ended up being point-wise in the overall.
In on the pop-up board? The
Yeah.
leaderboard?
That was for the
That's whoever is currently in that world. Still in
So it could include
still in
B's
the
and
world.
A's for all we know.
Oh, that's probably A's and B's as well.
Oh, okay.
It could be people that aren't even in this race. It's anybody who's in the world.
Okay.
Usually with these races, they're the fastest race because they're the biggest. But you never
Could
know.
be Tade doing a cooldown from the caffeine.
Could be.
Easy drops here. I'll have to figure out how to spend my next set of drops. With all the upgrades.
What level are you?
I am now 47. I actually started Zwifting, joining ATP around 6 months ago. A bit more.
That's fast.
Climbed up the ranks fast.
That's super fast. I think it took me 2 years to get that far.
But
I think I joined the first time in 2016, so I'm almost 9
Wow.
years in. I took about 3 years off, 4 years off at the beginning.
Yeah, it was the year after, 2017.
Yeah, I remember back
Initially
then
wanted
there
to-
used to be blue ghost riders when there weren't enough real people on it. When I first started, we had hilly and flat, and that was it.
Wow.
And Leanne's pretty new too. New to ATP, I guess she's Zwifting a little bit. Before.
Yeah. I started about, I think it was 2 years ago. November, 2024. No, 23. But just racing, this is all new.
Yeah.
I always just did the workouts.
Oh, see, for me, racing is the workouts. I don't have the attention span just to do a workout and follow the numbers. I need to chase people.
Well, you know what I have found? So I always just did the workouts because that's all that I really knew about. I didn't really understand all those, when you had the activities or events until I started doing that. But I feel like this is better because you're not using the ERG or whatever. Like this is harder. Get your heart rate up. You're actually using your own strength. more effective, I think.
So, Leanne, you've got the highest 20-minute, like of the ones that are populated so far anyway.
Nice.
You got the highest 20-minute, highest 5-minute tied with a few people, and lowest weight.
How do you know that? Where do you see that?
On Swift Power.
Oh,
Yeah, I was looking at Swift Power. And the shortest height.
That's helpful.
I mean, it's not overly surprising. Those all kind of work together. Why am I going uphill?
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
so I have a question. When you go on Swift Power, what are all those things like where it says Nemesis, Victims, Common?
A waste of time.
Those are the people
You
you,
know
race
where-
a lot. If you
Oh,
and so like if you do the same race, so like I do the herd summer race with the same people over and over again every weekend, and so
Uh-huh.
like that tracks. There's this guy named Anthony who he and I are similar ability, and so people you race a lot you see there, and it's supposed to try and make it. Before teams were a thing, it was a way for you to find people to connect with that you could push yourself against every week.
I see. Yeah, like Common would mean those people are kind of similar.
And if you beat them more than they beat you, they're your victim. If they win more, they're on the nemesis list instead. It's
Ah. Yeah, I see some
Yeah.
of the duathlon people. I get kind of like secretly competitive with them.
Yep.
They don't know it, but
Oh, they probably are secretly.
They're in
They
trouble.
probably are secretly
They're in trouble.
doing it with you.
They're on your radar. They're in trouble. That's good. So I guess Ben, next week you'll be out. You'll be at your son's 8th grade graduation.
That's right.
yay!
Congratulations. Now, will your son continue at the same school for high school?
No, he's going to high school. His current school is kindergarten to 8.
Gotcha.
Then he goes to high school.
Oh, he went to the same school from kindergarten to grade 8?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
here
kind of
there are
uncommon.
not very many middle schools.
So, Ben, you don't have middle schools though, do you? Is that what you don't call them that?
Not very many.
Yeah, because when I was in Ontario, it was all